He leads the state in rushing this year. The other is the quarterback for Horlick, Steve Morris. Here's the kick. It's going to be, and it's going to roll out of bounds inside the 10-yard line, so Park will start off with very good field position.
Horlick's kick goes out of bounds.
It'll start at the 35-yard line, and Park with pretty good field position, but if you're Horlick, you're probably thinking at least you kept it away from Deon McClain.
Park will take over 1st and 10.
Park led not only by their senior tailback, Deon McClain, but also a senior at quarterback, Andrew Fix. They both can run the football very well. Story this year has been McClain. He's rushed for 2,289 yards on the season. He's got 36 touchdowns overall on the season. 31 of those have come on the ground. There's no secret to what Park does. They'll start off with a power I formation and McClain in the backfield. It's a handoff to McClain. He moves to the left. He's got some room. He's across the 40. And he's going to be brought down near the 42-yard line. Good pickup on first down for the Panthers. They scored 35 points in the first game against Park in their homecoming game here at Hamas Field. Park looking to stop that from happening again, just trying to keep that offense off the field. 2nd down and 3 for Park. They need to get to the 45 for a first down. It's going to be a handoff to McClain again. He's got some room. He's got the first down and more. Nears midfield is knocked out of bounds at the 48-yard line, but Park successful on their first drive, and they're just starting off the level 2 game of the WIAA playoffs. Both teams won their respective games last week Tuesday. Horlick beating Bayview, Park beating Riverside. Here's McClain being patient, waiting for his blocks. He sees them. He breaks it out near the 45-yard line. Gain of about 7 against Riverside as McClain gained 249 yards and scored 3 times against the Wildcats. It's a handoff to the up man. It's McGee. He's across the 35, and he's tripped up, brought down at the 25. They set up a trip set to the left side. McClain is the single setback, and they're going to toss it to Deon. McClain's got some room. He makes a move to the outside, cuts back in. He's got another first down. Still forward near the 10-yard line. 1st and 10, able to score some points. This time they split out McClain wide on the right side in that trip set. They're going to hand off to McGee. Looking for room up the middle, keeps his legs moving, but he's stopped for a short gain.
Hand off to Deon McGee.
They moved the ball pretty easily against the double defense, but it looks like Horlick is ready to tighten things up here. Showing a 9-man front. They hand off to McClain. He's looking for room. He doesn't find it. Dives forward near the 7-yard line. He can go up and get him with the best of them. Fix back to throw. Looks left. Fires short. It's caught by Hicks. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Park. Beautiful pitch. Early lead. Here's Karosky on to try the extra point. The snap is good. The kick is up, and it is good. It's 7:53.
Number 8. Number 10, Kellen Miller, and number 8, Brian Mosley.
Mosley back deep along with Miller. Kickoff is a high end-over-end kick, going to be taken at the 15-yard line by Miller. Miller's very explosive. He breaks it loose past the 40 and out near the 45-yard line. A very good return. Morris alone in the shotgun. Drops back to throw. Looks deep down the left side. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted. Troy Collier made a diving effort. That pass a little too high, intended for Miller. Steve Morris this time. And he's going to roll to his left. He's looking to run. He's in trouble. He moves to his right. He makes something out of nothing and gets knocked out of bounds after a short gain and makes a much more manageable 3rd down play. And there you see the talent of Steve Morris. Mosley across the backfield. It's going to be Morris rolling to his left. Fires short. It's going to be Mosley. He's got the catch near the 45. I think he's got. Horlick likes to throw the ball around. Park likes to run it. It's a contrast of styles, but these teams are very familiar with each other. Over the middle, complete to Murrell, and he's got a nice gain of 5 yards up near the 40-yard line. First score, a Fix to Hicks touchdown. Horlick looking to answer here quickly. Morris keeps it. He's going to be brought down by Darius Anderson for a loss on the play. Aros in the backfield. Miller in motion to the right. Morris drops straight back, looks over the middle, flushed out of the pocket, now fires, and it's incomplete. Almost intercepted. There was a trick play where Kellen Miller threw a touchdown pass. This time they really will punt it, end-over-end kick. Going to be taken at the 17-yard line. It's Troy Collier who is trying to dodge tacklers and make something out of nothing. He's brought down near the 15 on McClain, the star running back. It's a handoff to McClain. He finds a crease. He breaks it loose. He may go the distance. Makes another cut near midfield. Cuts back towards the middle. Makes a spin move, and he's brought down in Horlick territory near the 35-yard line. His lead blocker is Sheridan. That's the call. McGee pounding forward inside the 30-yard line. Good gain on first down. Collier split to the right. Hicks split to the left. Fix is going to hand it. Nope, it's going to be play action. Rollout for Fix. He fires short, incomplete. No secret as to who the likely ball carrier will be on this play. It's an option. Fix is going to keep it. He dives forward. He's yards short of the first down, I think. Back. Fix is going to keep it, and he's going to have the first down. Good push by the Park offensive line. Hermes, Salome, Terrence Easley. Brandon Jackson move it slowly, eating up clock while gaining bunches of yardage. McClain in motion across the back of the offensive line. It's a handoff to Deon McClain. He moves to the left, outside of the 10. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. In the backfield with the power eye. Handoff to McClain. Looks for room up the middle. He's going to walk into the end zone. Untouched. This is the holder. The snap is good. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it looks like it is good. Miller and Murrell back deep for Horlick, standing at the yard line. The kick by Karofsky, end over end, going to be taken at the 15-yard line by Miller again. He returned the last one pretty well. This one he pushes out past the 35 and is brought down in a heap across the third gun. Trip set to the left, one receiver split to the right. It's going to be a pass to Murrell. Swing out to the right side. Park there, stuffs it. A gain of 1, maybe 2 yards. Aros in the backfield. Santos moves across the back of the line. Excuse me, that is the big receiver. Mosley. Here's Morris running for good yardage. Lowers his shoulder near midfield. He's got a first down. It looked like that was supposed to be a short pass play for Mosley out of the backfield. Instead, Morris kept it, picked up a first down, and he stopped at the 49-yard line. 48. Good pickup for Morris. As he picks up the first down, uses his legs. You could see how dangerous he is.
Oh, no, he's at a 48. If he goes across, he'll be at a 52.
Morris, lots of time, flushed out of the pocket, being chased down. Fires deep down the right side, and it is incomplete. He was hit as he threw. It affected the flight of the ball, and Sean Rice hit the deck, tried to get back up and make that play. He got a hand on it, but couldn't come up with the interception. If Morris had a lot of time, he had time to find Murrell. He was wide open down the left sideline. Instead, it's incomplete. It's 2nd and 10 at the Horlick 48-yard line. 4 wide receivers set for Horlick. Aros is the running back along with Morris in the backfield this time. They're going to keep it with Morris. Near midfield, he stopped there. Gain of 2 on the play. 3rd and 8 coming up with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Park leading 14-0. And the Park defense looking to step up one more time and force Horlick to punt for the 2nd time today. Again, a 4 wide receiver set. Miller in the slot on the left, but Mosley is their big man. Morris with time again. Lots of time, rolling to his left. Fires deep down the field, it is complete! Caught by number 87, that's Jared Lapasco, had a big game against Park the first time. He continues it, his success against Park here on the big 3rd down play. Beautiful pass by Morris.
Ball down to the Park 16-yard line.
I'll tell you, that's not the play. That's not the way the play was designed. But again, Morris making something out of nothing as he always does. Łopatko with the big play. They are inside the Park 20-yard line, down near the 17. Morris looking right side, fires short to Murrell. Murrell makes a move, dives inside the 10-yard line near the 6.
Pass complete. Murrell.
That'll bring up a first down and goal, I believe, for Horlick.
Takes the ball down to the Park.
And for the first time today, the Rebels threatening to score after the big third down play to Łopatko.
First and goal, Rebels.
Morris out of the shotgun again. He rolls to his right. It's a keeper. And he's going to be stopped short of the goal line, near the 3-yard line.
Morris with the keeper.
Like Sean Rice came in there to help out on that tackle, along with Vince Lang. Second down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Takes the ball down to the
Under a minute to play in the first
3-yard
quarter.
line.
Park leading 14-0, but Horlick threatening to get right back in this football game. Second and goal. Travion Campbell checks in for the first time for Horlick in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff. Murrell sweeping to the left. He's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Horlick. Just when you think you have the Rebels backed up into a corner, they come out fighting and cut the lead down to 8, pending the extra point. Dan Kuja will come on to try the extra point. He's made 29 of
Kuja to attempt the extra point.
Hold is down, the kick is up, it looks good, and it is.
Good with 30.
And with 36 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Park leads, but now it's only 7. Horlick not going down quietly. They cut the lead in half with a big touchdown drive. The key play, obviously, in that drive, a pass from Steve Morris to number 87, Jared Łopatko, the senior wide receiver. Made a nice play along the left sideline and got Horlick inside the Park 20-yard line. They march down 3 plays later and score a touchdown. So both teams will regroup here. Park will be set to return. Deon McClain has returned a couple kickoffs for touchdowns this season. They're sure to keep it away from him. The first kickoff by Horlick went out of bounds, and they took the penalty instead.
Well, they got away with that push off. We're out to do a couple times. I hear I'm tough for this for you to say.
Kuja will be kicking off for Horlick. Back deep. Troy Collier for Park.
Collier and McClain back deep for Park. Kuja set to kick off.
And if you got a 2-minute break, they'll give you one for educators credit.
36 seconds remain. The Park side of things looking for a big return from either McClain or Collier. Here's the kick, it's short. Going to be taken at the 25-yard line by one of the Upmen. He looks for room across the middle. He finds it across the 35. It was number 22, Tay Brown Griffin, that made a nice play coming up with that short kick. It'll be first and 10 at the 37-yard line. So good field position for Park to start off this third drive. The first two resulted in touchdowns.
29 seconds.
Collier split out wide to the left. Hicks to the right. Power I formation once again.
No. When you all press, then it can be the 60.
Handoff McClain, looking for room on the right side. Left side, he finds it! He's out past midfield, inside the 40, inside the 30, turns on the afterburners and is pushed out of bounds inside the 20.
McClain with the carry.
Big carry for Deon McClain. His first quarter of success continues.
Gets pushed out of bounds.
19 seconds remain. That stops the clock at the Horlick 19-yard line. McClain shredding the Horlick defense here in the first quarter. 43 yards on the run for Deon McClain. McGee takes over as the primary tailback in this formation. Sheridan is his fullback. Fix is going to hand it to the big tailback, looking for room. Stopped up near a 3-yard gain near the 7. Not much there. And that will be the final play of an exciting first quarter from Hamas
Takes the
Field.
ball down to the 17-yard line.
It'll be 7 and 8 when we come back. Switch sides and start the second quarter.
First quarter with the score.
After one quarter, Park leads Horlick 14-7 in this Division 1 WIAA Level 2 playoff. Said Milwaukee Marquette football game going on the same day today. Park jumped out to a 14-0 lead. They took their first 2 possessions, marched right down the field on Horlick. The first one resulted in a touchdown from Andrew Fix to his big wide receiver, Chris Hicks. The second touchdown scored by none other than Deon McClain, who leads the world in touchdowns this year. Horlick came back into the first quarter, marching down the field against the Panther defense, ending in a touchdown run for Andrew Murrell. And that's where we stand. It's 14-7, but Park driving now inside the Horlick 20-yard line once again. The Park offensive unit set to go. Defense onto the field. It's second down and about 8 to go for Park at the 17-yard line. McClain back into the lineup, the power eye, familiar formation for Park. Handoff to McClain, looks for room over the middle, finds a crease, moves forward inside near the 10. It looks like he's going to be a yard short of the first down. It'll bring up a third down play coming up.
Bring up third down and 1.
Let's say second quarter and third.
It's a second, I think. It's second. Big third down play, third and about a yard to go. Power eye formation again. Last time in this situation, Fix kept it. He's going to hand it off to McClain instead. He finds room across the middle. He goes into the end zone for his second score of the game and Park's third touchdown overall. McClain makes it look easy, slicing and dicing his way into the end zone to give Park a 20-7 lead. Karofsky on to try the extra point for the Panthers. The kick is up and it is good.
With 11 minutes and 51
2 plays into the second quarter of play, Park leads 21-7. 2 touchdowns for Deon McClain. His season total now for total touchdowns up to 38. 33 of those coming on the ground. We are only 9 seconds in to the second quarter. Deon McClain with 11 carries for 172 yards. I don't know about my math, but I'd say that that's about a 16-yard per carry average. That's pretty good. Oh. Ralph Gentile up here going to give us a little quick math. It's 15.6 yards per carry. If you round that up, that's 16 yards a carry. So,
but how many would he have had if he wouldn't have scored those touchdowns?
If he would have just been able to keep going?
That's right.
How many yards?
172 on 11 carries.
Chris Hicks kicking off for Park. Back deep for Horlick. Number 10, Kellen Miller. Number 1, Andrew Morrell.
Put 11:30 on the clock. What?
11:30
on the clock.
11:30.
Hicks set to kick off for Park. Short kick, going to bounce out of bounds. That'll be a penalty. And Horlick will start off with good field position at their own 35-yard line. But really, that's the worst field position that they've started with after the two nice returns by Kellen Miller for the Rebels. So they start off at their own 35. Horlick starts off with their shotgun formation. Morris alone in the backfield. The Park defense looking to make a big stop. Horlick was successful on their last drive. Morris looking right side, fires that way. It's Lapotko. He's brought down at the 40-yard line. Gain of about 5 yards on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Jared Lapotko. Gain of 5 yards, 2nd down and 5.
Wisconsin, 17-13.
Coming up on 11 minutes to go in the first half. Park leading at 21-7. Morris in the shotgun. Lapotko in the slot on the right side. It's going to be a handoff. It's Murrell looking for room. Makes a one-man miss. He's going to be brought down a yard short of the first down near the 44-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 1 to go. Earlier in the season, it was Morris along with Aros in the backfield, and Aros is going to check back into the lineup. Murrell will check out. They went to Murrell in that backfield about halfway through that season, and he's been very effective at the running back position. They're going to measure. They have to get to the line. I mean, it's pretty obvious. They started this drive at the 35-yard line. And he's short. How about that? About a half a yard. I don't think I've ever seen a measurement where the line is clearly the yard line.
3rd down and 1.
When I was working, we had a change over them, but I was 2 yards short.
3rd down and about a half a yard to go for Horlick. Morris and Aros in the backfield.
Chase way the hell down there. The heck down there.
Morris is going to keep it, and he's going to get the first down. He leaned across the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 46. It looked like they had him stopped behind the line of scrimmage, but he leaned forward, picked up the first down, and Horlick keeps the drive alive, trailing by 14 points here early in the second quarter. Morris looking to throw. Fires short to Mosley on this wide receiver screen. He's across midfield and brought down near the 48-yard mark. Good pick up on first down. Give him about 5. Mosley, their primary receiver, crushed the Panthers his first time he scored the winning touchdown. Had 11 catches for over 100 yards on that night. And ruined Park's homecoming here at Hamas Field. Park looking for revenge. But Mosley complete with the pass for a gain of 5 yards. Here's Brian Mosley in motion across the backfield. Morris looking his way. Pressure coming. He's going to fire deep down the field. It's caught. Miller with it inside the 30-yard line. He's got a lead blocker in front of him. Cuts inside the 10, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown for the Rebels. Kellen Miller on the huge play, 48 yards. Most of that coming after the catch on what started off as about a 15-yard pass. Turned it into a 48-yard touchdown. And again, Horlick not going anywhere, right back in the football game. It's 21-13, and Kuja will come on to try the extra point.
Kuja to attempt the extra point.
The kick is up, and it is no good.
It's no good.
He pulled it to the left.
With 9 minutes
And that could come back to haunt the Rebels. It's 21-13, an 8-point Park lead as Kuja's kick sailed just wide left of the upright.
That guy yelling through them all.
And we have to give a little credit to C.J. Spalding in the crowd. You may have been able to hear him yelling right as that kick was made, and it swung wide to the left.
You know, if you figure the aerodynamics on that ball.
There's no. We're going to give the credit for that missed extra point to C.J. Spalding in the crowd. He's the reason for the missed extra point there.
They're not going here?
9:17 remains in the first half. Park leading Horlick 21-13. It seems now every time Park's going to score, Horlick right back and answers. McClain and Collier back deep, waiting inside their own 20-yard line. Kuja set to kick off. End over end kick. It's going to be taken on a hop by McClain at the 15-yard line. Looking for room, he finds a crease. Oh, he's brought down just past the 35-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 36. First and 10. It looked like he was going to explode for a big return. That last tackle stopped him. But Park will start with pretty good field position at their own 36-yard line.
Trio cell phone call.
21-13, a high-scoring affair, just what we expected here in this Level 2 playoff game.
We're already there, aren't we? Over under, we predicted that 49. 85. Here we go.
McClain in that power I formation, fixed center. Senior-led Park offensive unit. McClain stopped at the line of scrimmage, nothing there. That's the first time they've stopped McClain for no gain all day long. Second down and 10, and it looked like Horlick is down to 15 yards per carry, I think, after that stop.
14.63.
First time that Horlick stopped McClain today. Looks like they're going to sell out against the run. They have to be aware of Hicks, though, on the left side. Fix, play action, rolls to his left. Looking to throw it, he's in trouble, makes one man miss, stays on his feet, he's going to take it himself, and gets hit hard by number 20, Sonny Missouri, along the sideline.
Knocked out of bounds.
He gained about a yard, maybe two on the carry, brings up a 3rd and 8.
37-yard line.
Fix with some fancy footwork avoided the sack, but he only picked up a couple yards, and it brings up a 3rd and long. Park's first 3 drives all resulted in touchdowns. This is really the first time that the Panthers have been tested in their own territory. McClain the single setback. Fix rolls to his right looking to throw. Gets a chip block from McClain, and that pass is incomplete. It hit the ground, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Is incomplete.
Intended for Hicks. It'll bring up 4th down, and the Panthers will be forced to punt. McClain, not only the tailback, also the punter for Park. Back deep is Kellen Miller for Horlick, a dangerous return man. McClain, a high end-over-end kick, not very far. It's going to bounce inside the 30 and take a big Park roll. Inside the 15, actually inside the 10, and down at the 9-yard line.
Goes down to the Horlick